Runny nose, watery eyes. Okay. I don't like bringing you guys this stuff, but kind of our promise to you guys is the good, bad, and the ugly, and basically what the diagnosis is listeria. So bacteria infection, bacteria that they pick up either in food, water, or soil. So, is it contagious? Yes, to a degree. If they were to come in here, I mean, she is just drooling like mad. But if they were to come in here and lick up some of that drool or eat one of her pellets, or, you know, if I guess I cannot even think straight. Tootsie, obviously we can't let Tootsie eat off of her. And I haven't seen Toots eat off of her, and I don't even remember the last time. So what does it do? Lack of coordination, dizziness, muscle stiffness, fever, nausea, gastrointestinal issues, basically what you've seen, facial paralysis as well. We'll talk about that in a second. But basically all of the symptoms that she has been presenting with. So we took her to the vet this morning. Here's some of that. I don't want to show you guys too much. feel like protecting you from the pain. It's hard to watch, but then at the same time, you to understand why I come on here and I end up so emotional is when you watch her laying there and you see her twitching and she's contracting and balling up, grinding her teeth. Typically, if a goat is grinding their teeth, it's because they're in pain. Her neck is pretty stiff in this direction. As you can see this shape. She's kind of keeps going back to that position right there. I tried to get her sternal as best I could. She wants to kind of roll over a little bit. So I got her propped with the blanket. She's snoring now, which is good, sleeping. Got her legs tucked up under her, tried to get her back legs under her. I actually came over here last night and I was, so H and I all day were just, everything, going to the brain, research, looking things up. And we thought, well, what about infection? And so I came over here last night, just a shot in the dark, guys. This is literally, sometimes you just have to throw everything at the wall. And, she's either going to die or you're going to kill her trying to save her. Same end result. So I came over here last night and gave her a dose of antibiotics. And that may have helped. That might have helped bring her through to this morning, because listeriosis treatment for that is massive doses of antibiotics. Actually basically a double dose of the normal. So normally she would get 8 to 10 cc's per day for like 5 days. What we're giving her is 16 per day, so twice a day. So 8 cc's in the morning, 8 cc's in the evening, intermuscular right in the muscle tissue. And then we're also giving her Dex. I can never say it right. Dexamethasone, or Dex, everybody just calls it Dex, which is a steroid. I'm not sure if it has a pain reliever in it or not, but it's a steroid. So steroid and massive doses of antibiotics, and then hope. Dr. Sarah, who is our main go-to at our vet's office, actually went to school, studied small ruminant animals, goats, and as soon as she walked in, saw the neck crank, looked at her face, and I had already been touching her eyeballs and touching her face. As you can see, her one eye is open. She has total left side paralysis. I don't want to touch her because the listeriosis is zoonotic. And what zoonotic means is it can be passed from animals to human. So I've been washing my hands vigorously today and making sure I'm wearing gloves and not touching my face with anything like my hoodie or my sleeves or anything like that might have gotten her slobber on it. So she looked at her, touched her eye, touched her other eye. And as soon as she did that, and her left side, her right side, which is this side for you guys, her right side, no reaction at all. She had to actually physically touch her eyeball for it to react. And her left side is reactive. So her first thing that popped in her mind, right side paralysis, twisted up muscles, muscle contractions, lack of coordination, stargazing, all of that. Within under 2 minutes, she said listeria. She said it's rare, very rare, but it does happen. And unfortunately, it happens most in sheep and goats. And the prognosis, she's the sweetest little angel. And the prognosis is basically zero. 0% chance of her making it through this. But she didn't she didn't want to tell me that. That's what she said, but you know, she said unlikely. What she said was the prognosis is not good. And then as we discussed further, she said she has actually never seen a goat or a sheep recover from this. We're gonna just keep her on the Dex and the penicillin, Pen G, and large quantities of penicillin, and hope. And if she lives for 3 days, yeah, I always try to sugarcoat things for you guys, and that is not me. I really don't think not putting the truth out there the way the truth is beneficial to anyone. You might hurt some feelings, but you're still going to get the end result. You just have to do math to get there. So I'm going to say it in plain English. If she lives for 3 days, we will need to take her back to the vet, have her tubed for nutrition and fluids. So we need to get food and fluids in her, unless she gets up on her own and starts eating and drinking. Odds of that are exceptionally low. So if we can keep her alive for 3 days, we'll take her back to the vet. We'll get some food and water in her and go from there. Hate to bring this to you guys, but this is where we are. It could have been anything from she nibbled a stick to she licked something in the dirt to she ate moldy hay. I try not to beat myself up, but there's no point. I mean, it could have been great hay. I brought in all brand new fresh hay. I scraped off the whole top of this, took it out, brought in brand new fresh clean hay, patted it down, gave her a nice nest there. But to be honest, as much as I try, it could have been anything. If there was a little hay at the bottom of the bin and she even got it in her mouth and it had listeria on it and she spit it back out. If it had sat there and somebody half peed on the side of the bin and the moisture and the bacteria started a listeria growth, you know, essentially there is just no way to defend against it. Try to keep everything clean, dry, and mold free. Just as hard as I try to keep fresh hay on them, it's she is one of my favorites, and anyway, there's a million things I could have done, and there's a million things I didn't see or didn't do, and we're here now. I've scoured the barn for any moldy hay that I might see, which is pointless. I mean, at the end of the day, let's say she did find a piece of moldy hay and she ate it, and that caused the listeria outbreak. Any one of the rest of these 19 goats could have eaten that same hay and had no problem with it. She's thinking that possibly she had a sore in her mouth or scratched her gums or scratched her lip, or it got right into the bloodstream straight away. And she said it's fast. It's super fast. 2 to 3 days and the animal is usually dead. So we're going to definitely watch. Let me finish my thought. Normally, your body's immune system would just attack it, kill it, put it out the other end, done, gone, over with, not an issue. But for some reason with her body did not defeat it, which is why she's thinking it's right into the bloodstream, which speeds up the process. I'm guessing, guys. I'm totally guessing, just based on her talking about it having entered her body through a sore or an open wound or a scratch, a cut. I'm thinking speeding up the process. The body doesn't have time to attack it fast enough. and you're just too far gone by the time you get, by the time your body can defeat it. So essentially any one of these rest of the goats could have eaten the same hay and it never bothered them. They basically just pooped it out. However, that being said, obviously, you guys I know these goats like the back of my hand, and I watch them every day. I see them every day, twice a day, and if anybody even starts, and this is what I talked about with Sarah, was if anybody even starts acting weird, they're going straight on antibiotics, full power, heavy dose, and hi buddy. Hi. Yes, do the normal, just get my thumb in your mouth, weirdo. I've washed my hands. So, guys, I don't, it is what it is. Is listeria killing my goat? Probably. Are we going to be able to defeat it? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So, what I am going to do is go ahead and pull this water out of here, bleach it down really good, scrub it really well, refill it. Not that I don't keep it clean, not that it's not always fresh water. I don't know, guys. I'm just... Hi, baby. Oh, no, honey. I worry about you the most because you have the most contact with your mom. But we'll keep an eye on her. We'll keep a really, really good eye on you because she's always laying with her mom, looking at her mom, sniffing her mom's face, rubbing her mom's face. And again, I haven't really seen her eat off her mom in quite some time, so. Okay, I know, baby. I know. It's okay. So, that's where we are, guys. Okay. All right, I'm trying to show you guys what I'm seeing. Gotta maybe end this on a... Stop eating stuff. Stop eating my stuff. It's not your stuff. It's my stuff. Stop. God. Oh. Rude. Miss Mississippi came over here to let me pet her, and now I got Marlin's chewing my finger. You see his eyeball? That's my finger in his mouth. Marbar, stop. Ow. This one came over here and bashed Mississippi. You cannot bite my ear. No. I tolerate you chewing my clothes. Biting my ear. What is our rule with strings? You're not going for the string, you're going for the zipper. Why is my whole arm in your mouth? Why? Why? You guys. Okay. Okay. Give you your camera time, I know. Is that what you wanted, camera time? Okay. Well, you got it.